All right, take care. Have a good presentation.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much,
Thanks, sir.
Martha, for your kind introduction. And just for the chit chatting before we got started, I see a friend of mine just turned in, Sophie, and we are still asking persons to reach out to your friends, let them know that we are live. We just started. We kind of waited a little for you, but we are on the road right now. Okay. So what you're going to hear tonight uh is the most one of the most exciting thing that probably you've heard or you will hear for the year. It is a simple online business, but a business that is geared towards improving your health and eradicating poverty. Now, I have a little exercise for you as we are getting started. I want you to get onto the chat, and I would ask you a simple question. I'm not going to call your name, but I'm just going to remark as I see what is coming up. Now, here is the challenge. If you had a choice between health or wealth, which one would you choose? Type H for health and W for wealth. I want to see which one of them would probably get the highest rating. So get into your chat, and H for health and W for wealth. If you had the choice between these two options, your health or your wealth, which one would you choose? I'm looking at the chat. I'm not seeing anyone typing yet. Oh, yes. Someone says, okay, yep. Some says health. Somebody said health. Some person start thinking about it. Yes. Yeah, but it's a choice. You have a choice. You have two choices, and you have to choose between. I'm certain there are some persons start saying, well, why can't it be both? Why can't it be both? Right? Health, I see Cheryl. Sorry, Cheryl said health. Everyone here is saying health. Wow, wow, wow. All right, now let me just tell you. You probably know the story. In the book of Acts, chapter 3, Peter and John encounters a lame man with a similar dilemma. He's lame. That means he have a health problem. But incidentally, he came asking for money. He wants to improve his wealth. And Peter and John said to him, silver and gold we do not have. In other words, we can't improve your wealth. But what we have, we will give. Rise up and walk. And so they healed him. And so they kind of put the priority, help him put the priority where it's supposed to be. Health. And I see everyone is saying health right here. And I think Peter and John was saying the same thing. Yeah, health is more important at this juncture. All right. So he asked for, I guess he was just being diplomatic, he was being magnanimous, and he was asking for the less demanding thing. Okay, I am not expecting to be healed, but can you give me some money? Right? But what he received was what I think is the best. And so Peter and John, instead of him getting just what he was asking, which is wealth, he actually got both. Here's what. He got health in the immediate, that is, he was made well, and then he was given the potential to acquire wealth. Because he was now healthy, he can go out now and make a living. All right? So health, I think, comes first. Wealth will come as a result of being healthy. Many times persons flip it over, and they give up their health in pursuit of wealth. In LiveGood, our stated aim is to get you healthy. All right? We are committed to helping people. We bring the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market, made with only the purest, highest quality, and the product that is formulated by LiveGood is results-oriented, right? But along with all of that, we are removing the high price tag that you will find with other companies. So the stated mission of LiveGood is this: to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. All right? So as with Peter and John, they are saying health first. Yes, you may have other opportunities out there that are better in terms of their ability to produce wealth. There may be some crypto, there may be some other activity that you say, this is a little too slow, I can build faster than that. But is it helping you health-wise? Is your health getting better? When you have this extra money, where do you spend it? Is it on health products or maybe on medicine trying to get you back on track when you are when you have lost your health? That medicine is just a piecemeal kind of thing, right? But if you really want to be healthy, you have to take preventative medicine, and that's where your diet comes in. That's where your supplement comes in. All right. So LiveGood is established in the United States, and our leader is a man called Ben Glensky. Ben Glensky is the co-founder, along with his friend Norda Kazan. They are the co-founder, the ones who started LiveGood. All right. They formulated the idea in their mind. How did he all get started? Why did he get started? Okay, here's what happened. Ben Glensky had been for 20 years, have been in multi-level marketing. Norda Kazan, his friend, have been in there for almost 30 years. Together, they are over almost 50 years of experience in the network marketing industry, right? But Ben Glensky actually walked away. 4 years ago, he walked away from the industry because he got disappointed with it. And the reason is, though he had made the millions as being CEO, as being owner of his own nutritional supplement, as having maybe the best, becoming a consultant, especially as it relates to compensation with network marketing. He's really good at formulating the compensation plan, and persons are literally inviting him to help them formulate it in their own company. So they have made a lot of money, but what we recognize is that the network marketing industry has lost its purpose and what it was designed to do, to get everyone and the layperson who doesn't have all that cash to invest, to get them on board into a program that they would work hard for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And then they could relax after that because they would have set themselves up, set a good base for them to get residual income. All right. But it had turned to almost like only a few, actually just about 1% were actually making anything such significant or substantial in network marketing. 5% maybe broke even, something that could help them out, but only 1% was making it big. That's not good enough. You're talking about 100% invest in a business and only 5 are succeeding. Something is wrong with that model. And so he walked away from it because the network marketing industry usually bring out very, very good health products. They research it and they come out with a very, very good, like noni and goji and moringa, and they come up with they do the research on the natural product and they come up with some really good stuff. However, the price tag is always exorbitant, always beyond the reach of the normal Joe. Persons get excited about it, they join the company, they want to promote it, but they get little sales because other persons or little interest, because other persons are looking at, wow, how can I make up that $500 to join this company? How can I maintain buying a product for $100 every month? And they are excited about it. But within 2 months, they drop out. Not because they do not love the product, not because it's not effective, but because they just can't afford it, right? And so they came up with a new concept, a concept where you would be able to get the good products, the very best, but you will get it at a price that would not burst your pocket. That you don't have to rob a bank to get it. That you can do it on your normal salary and maintain. But not only that, but that you can obtain or you can be compensated for your effort in LiveGood. You will understand. So along with Norda Kazan, the two joined together with Ryan and Lisa Goodkin. They are the health people. Dr. Ryan Goodkin is the one who actually makes the products, and his wife Lisa Goodkin promotes. She's a health promoter. She have worked in this field. Her master's is in that area. She have worked in cancer research and rehabilitation. They both are into training and exercise, and let me tell you, they're very, very nice people. They respond to you. They're very kind. No question is stupid. they actually respond to the questions and they provide the information that we need as it relates to our health. So LiveGood basically is not just a business that have products and sell products, but it's actually teaching us a new lifestyle. I was just talking to Marva just now when I said I am accustomed to my training is in pharmacy and medicine. So I'm accustomed when somebody asks what's the medicine that you use for this and so forth, and I will tell them it's always a drug, always a pill, always a tablet. But now that's not that's consuming me. When somebody asks me of something, the very first thing I think of, what LiveGood product is good for this? What natural product can they use for that? All right. I had an example just recently when a nurse friend came to ask me, what do you have for sleeping? And my very first thing, naturally I would say, well, Valium. No, I said ultra magnesium complex. And he was like, what? What's that? I said, you got to listen to the presentation and you will know. A young lady asked, she said, these days you look a little different. You look radiant. What's happening? And I said, LiveGood. And she said, oh, yes, you send that to me. I need to listen to it. I really need to listen to it. That is it, right? And I'm not shy about saying it because I'm seeing the results for myself, right? It is actually working. It is actually doing and putting your body feels better, your sleep pattern feels better, your energy level is improved. Just name it. It actually works. So LiveGood is a direct sales company like most network marketing company. But unlike the rest of the most traditional network marketing company, LiveGood is experiencing an explosion in growth and interest. We are talking about LiveGood started in December 13, 2022. 7 months later, LiveGood had 500,000 people had joined. But here is the really, really good news. As of now, as I speak, we are at 250,000 members. And we are not even 10 months yet. We are just short of 10 months. In 9.5 months, we have 250,000 individuals have not just listened to the lecture, but they have joined LiveGood. And they are benefiting from the products, benefiting from the compensation that is in LiveGood, right? 250,000 people. That's the fastest growing company, network marketing company for this year, right? Fastest growing. So why are so many persons excited about LiveGood? Number one, because the members can save up to 75% compared to products that they receive from other network marketing companies. Same products, similar. And yet the traditional network marketing company will sell it for $100 and we can bring it as low as $25 for the member. Now, how is that possible? Because they have removed all of the other expenses that has to be added to the product. What Ben Glensky and another Kazan have told us as being almost 50 years into the industry. They know the ins and outs of it. And they tell you that these products are usually produced for about between $8 to $12 US dollars per product. And yet, most of these companies sell them, they have to put sometimes 8, 10, 12 times markup on these products. Why? Because they have to pay the high boys who are right up there in the company. They have to continue to pay them compensation. And so in order to do that, they have to increase the product. Marva, you want to join in? Yes.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You mentioned, is this a 250,000 or 750,000?
Did I say quarter?
People.
It's 3/4, 750,000.
Yeah. So it's you kept saying 250,000.
Oh, I kept saying I misspoke. Yes, I misspoke. The number, the number is right there. Thank you for correcting me. It's 750,000 members in less than 10 months. Yeah, right here. So this is remarkable. So we're talking about the products, and we're saying that the companies are adding up. They put in markup on the product, not because they produce it for so much, but because they have to pay compensation on it. We have removed that concept. In fact, when we think of network marketing and what you probably have known about network marketing, the price, they overprice the product. It requires auto ship. That is, every month you have to some products are being sent to you so that you could sell on behalf of the company. Your monthly product sales are required. Your rank up is based upon the volume of sales that you have. And the worst thing is that every month you have to start from day one. And you have to build up again and hope to make enough sales to get a compensation. That's how the traditional network marketing company works. Well, LiveGood is making a paradigm shift in that industry. In fact, we have disrupted that whole industry. And we are saying no more. This is not the way to build. And that is why most persons are not benefiting from network marketing companies, because of this concept. Right? And so LiveGood has no overpriced product. As a matter of fact, our products are so low, it barely is above the cost price. There's no auto ship requirement with LiveGood. You do not have any products coming your way, whether you want it or not, and you have to sell. As a matter of fact, LiveGood does not require persons to buy products. You buy if you want to. You buy if you choose to, right? But you have no obligation. You do not have to sell products for the company either. It's all left to you if you want to do this, right? Yes, there are benefits that can be accrued if you do, and the harder you work, the more you can make, but it is not a requirement, right? Your rank up is not based upon the volume of sale. And every month you do not start from day one. You continue from where you left off. All right. So this is a great disruptor in the network marketing industry. It is really what it was supposed to be. The other reason, not only are the products cheap, but the other reason is that LiveGood also give money back. Now there are other companies where a membership is required. Walmart is seeing an explosion in growth. $12.95 a month persons are joining Walmart, and they get free delivery from the store. They may get, members may get a fuel coupon or something of that sort, you know, and so forth. So they get some direct benefit, and persons they are willing to pay. They're willing to get some discount on their product. Amazon Prime, 200 million persons paying $15, $14.99 a month so that they could get at least 5% cash back on the Amazon purchase. So just getting some discount on their product, they are excited about that. We're talking about 200 million members willing to pay $15 to get Amazon Prime. Netflix, some persons just love to watch movies, and they want to watch movies without any disturbance, without any interruption, and they would pay to be part of that. They pay Netflix $9.99 just to get these benefits. All right. Costco, persons are using Sam's Club. All of these have a membership concept, and persons, yes, and persons are willing to. Yeah, just somebody is disturbing. All right. Yeah, your mic is on. Yes. So persons are willing to pay this just to get the benefits. Well, LiveGood also has a membership concept. They've adopted it from these companies because these are the companies that are growing. While the traditional network marketing is declining, these companies are growing. All right. And so that membership concept where persons see direct benefit, the persons come on board. So LiveGood has a membership concept, $9.99 a month, just that. That's the only obligation pretty much you have with the company. And that membership guarantees you discount on your product. And usually by just buying one product, you have it's more than the $9.95 that you spend. In other words, you're saving more than what you are actually giving to LiveGood. And someone said, a dollar saved is a dollar earned. You have that extra dollar to do something else, something that maybe put towards your light bill, put towards your fuel bill. When you save on LiveGood, this is money that you are actually keeping in your pocket to be used, or maybe even to be saved in some other way. So that is a good benefit. So and not all so that is one, but LiveGood is also giving money back. So beyond the saving, there is a compensation plan to help persons if they are qualified. So we are focused on getting you healthy, but we are also focused on putting some money into your pocket or keeping some money in your pocket. So we are focused on both. Just like Peter and John gave this man help and said, now you have the strength, go out and work and make well. We are saying the same thing in LiveGood. We are getting you healthy, and we are putting you in a position to go out and get some and make some wealth. That is the same concept, and a beautiful, wonderful concept. So you don't have to be choosing between health and wealth. You are saying, I can have both right here with LiveGood. LiveGood, as we have the products. We have the product that actually gets you healthy. All right. And these products are, as with every other disclaimer, they are not these statements are not evaluated by the FDA, and they will not. Nevertheless, because of that, there's some limitation on what we can say about the product. We cannot say that the product is intended to diagnose a disease. We cannot say that it's intended to treat a disease or to cure or prevent a disease. That is in the exclusive domain of drugs. That's how the legislation is. That's how we ought to keep it. Nevertheless, because we are dealing with natural, pure, genuine, organic stuff, we are talking about your food, basically. We can provide what is lacking in your diet. We can provide what is deficient in your bodies because of the nutrient that is contained in the LiveGood products. All right. And so what are the products we are talking about? Well, our last product that just came on the market in LiveGood last week is Methylene Blue. Methylene Blue you probably never heard of before. It's a nootropic, and it helps with memory. All right. Now, let me tell you something about your brain. When we are young, our brains are very active. It's almost like spongy. It grabs and absorbs everything. You tell the kids this thing and they remember it. Even you try to remember the things, the nursery rhymes. You still know them. There was a little song, a little jingle with it. You still know them. You still teach it to your children. How many new ones have you learned since then? Not many, right? I know Marva is into the writing and so forth, so maybe she have a better memory. But a lot of us, we do not retain much information anymore. We forget, and we have to go back. Sometimes we have to retrace our steps to try to remember. Somebody said something to me. Somebody asked me to do something. What is it? And you're trying to retrace that in our mind, and even sometimes physically walking back because you left upstairs to go downstairs to the kitchen to get something, and when you got there, you can't remember what you came there for. And then you walk back and say, what is it I came there for? That is what's happening as we age, right? The kids don't have that problem. Their brains are sharp, they have mental clarity, they have strong memory, they are creative in problem solving, and healthy mitochondrial energy level. All right. But as we age, and that starts from about age 30, between 30 and 40, those mitochondrial energy level begin to decline. That's the aging process. And along with that goes our attention. Here goes our attention. Is someone trying to reach me? All right. Yes. Yes. Along with that goes our attention, our memory, and our mental clarity, right? In other words, our brain begins to degenerate, right? Begins to slow down, begins to go downwards. And by the time sometimes we get into the 60s, we are getting Alzheimer's and so forth. We are beginning to, some persons even get worse. But a lot has to do with the mitochondrial energy. The mitochondria is the energy produced, the powerhouse of every cell. If it's brain cell, it is the engine that keeps that brain cell functional. If it's muscle cell, it is the engine that keeps the muscle cells functional. If it's a skin cell, it does the same. No matter what it is designed for, the structure and the function, you need every cell have a mitochondria. Now, if your brain mitochondrial level, brain mitochondria is losing its ability, it's losing its power, then naturally your brain ability, your mental ability will also diminish. So everyone needs to improve their mitochondrial health in order to focus and to perform better with whether school or work. If we are striving to learn new things, we need strong mitochondrial health. If we want to maintain health and the performance of our brain for a long time, to be able to retain information and get new information and so forth, your mitochondrial has to be improved. Your mitochondrial energy level has to improve. So methylene blue is extremely unique in its ability to increase the amount of oxygen that is delivered to your brain cells, right? And as it does that, it improves the mitochondria, the function, the work of the mitochondria, right? And that gives you, increases your mental clarity. It enhances your memory. It protects your brain from degenerating. It supports your positive mood, right? So you're not depressed, or negative concepts and feelings. You improve your focus and your cognition, your ability to learn, right? So all of these things, because your mitochondrial oxygen level, energy level is increased. Methylene blue produces that oxygen that your brain needs to keep it sharp and focused. All right, and it's very, very cheap with us, really. It's just $12.95 for the month supply. There are 15 strips, and you use them one every other day. All right, and when we get to the question and answer section, we will tell you how you can use it and what and so forth. One of the things that we are told is that after you use it, within 30 minutes of using it, you try to go out into the sun and get about 5 minutes of natural light. It helps magnify the effect of methylene blue. All right, so that you get almost like a double benefit when you get that sunlight. Now, that sunlight is not just for that, but it's also good, as we know, to produce vitamin D, right? And vitamin D, we will see, is very important. We also have multivitamins for men and women. And the multivitamin for men is also very good for the prostate, because it is lycopene is added to the male one, the multivitamin for men. The ladies obviously have stuff that helps with their menopause and so forth, but also help with the iron supplement. So it has the hormonal stuff, and it has the iron that is needed, that ladies need a lot more. All right, but all of these are natural products. They are vegan and they are non-GMO. All right, they all are produced well. Our product is just $9.95 for the month, 60 capsules or caplets. But when you compare that to the other good multivitamins out there, all the natural plant-based multivitamin, look at the difference in the price. $9.95 for the LiveGood member, but Metagenics have a wonderful multivitamin, no better than ours, but theirs is almost $50. Multimedica has a multivitamins for men, and it's $30. So we're talking about ours are sometimes 5 times lower, 3 times lower than the other good ones out there. All right. So yes, your multivitamin, it is good for ladies who are, but not only that, the vitamin D as well is very good for you as well. All right. It does not have the hormones, but it does have the vitamins and the minerals that would help you in these times. Yes. The vitamin D, as we're talking about, D3 and K2. D3, vitamin D, and vitamin K. Vitamin D is the most important vitamins our bodies need to maintain a healthy immune system. So everybody knows about the immune system. That's what keeps us from getting sick, right? And if we have a robust immune system, we can not only survive. Here's what I did. I actually did a presentation for my pharmacy group down here in St. Lucia with regards to the benefits of vitamin D in COVID. And the studies showed that the people that did the worst, had the worst results with COVID, even died, some even died, their vitamin D level was rock bottom, very, very low. And they saw a direct correlation between the amount of vitamin D that somebody have and how they fared with COVID. If they had a lot of vitamin D in the system, then they were able either to recover very quickly from the COVID virus, or maybe not even contract it at all, right? And if they did not have the bad results. And those who had very low vitamin D level either died or they had very high complication with the COVID. So vitamin D is a protector against the COVID virus, right? And it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, but it means that if you get it, you will recover and recover very quickly. It also does the very same thing with the influenza virus. All right. So a high level of vitamin D is important for your health, your immune health. The thing about it is though vitamin D is so important, is the most deficient vitamin on the planet. Why is that so? Because as far as we knew, or we know, especially Black people living in the Caribbean, we know that the sun produces vitamin D. But the fact is most persons are not getting enough sunlight on a daily basis to maintain a healthy level of the vitamins. And so it is rare in your food. Your food is not very prevalent with vitamin D. And so you're supposed to get more from the sunlight. But many of us spend more time indoors than outdoors, right? And so our immune systems are weakened, our bone density is compromised, and our bodies are much more vulnerable to sickness and disease because of the lack of vitamin D. The studies show that the total time that we spend in the indoor is 86.9%, and that's an average. The study was done in America. 86.9, that's a lot of time we spend indoor, right? And that comprises time in our residence, in our home, time at the office, time in our vehicle, or maybe some indoor location like a stadium or whatever, a bar, a restaurant or whatever. These are the places that we spend. And the time that we spend in the outdoor, this little portion here is only 7.6% of the entire day. All right? 7.6%. That's less than 10% of the day we spend in the outdoor. And so we are not exposing ourselves enough to direct sunlight in order for us to get the vitamin D produced. Now, what is the alternative? If you're not getting it through your food much, and you're not spending much time in the sun, then you have to supplement in order to get an adequate amount of vitamin D. All right? Yes, that is the process your body uses to produce the vitamin D, but because we are not spending our time in the sun as much, then we are not producing enough. All right? And also because of our skin texture, especially if you're the darker skin, you have more melanin in your skin. The melanin is a protector from the sun, the sun ultraviolet rays. So it literally blocks the sun from penetrating into your skin. So here's the problem. Because that's a natural barrier, you need to spend more time than maybe a white person in order to get enough penetration into the dermis for your body to start the metabolic process of producing vitamin D. So a Black person needs more exposure for a longer time than a white person. And you can see it, you can tell, you sit out on the beach and you don't get any, if you're darker, you don't get any sunburns. A white person sits there for a few minutes and you can see their skin changing, right? And so in as much as we are better protected from the sun, from I guess the bad aspect of the sunlight, but it also means that we need to have more exposure in order to get enough vitamin D through the dermis to generate our vitamin D. All right. So, so vitamin D is needed. It's very, very important. It promotes the body's absorption of calcium and phosphorus. It is especially important for postmenopausal women who are at risk for osteoporosis. All right. So as these hormones begin to change, it messes up the calcium level in your bones, and so you need an extra amount of vitamin D than persons who are pre-menopausal. All right. It protects against infection by as we said, by keeping our immune system healthy. It also treats the more serious bone condition called osteomalacia, and that is the softening of the bones. It improves the muscles, improves the function of the muscle. It improves your balance. It decreases the likelihood of falling and fractures. Vitamin D also plays a very important role in the reduction of inflammation, as well as to modulate processes such as your cell growth, your neuromuscular and immune function, your glucose metabolism. So you can see vitamin D is very, very important, and that's why we need to have an adequate amount. All right. Our vitamin D is also mixed with vitamin K. And just as the vitamin D is important to bring calcium into your bones, vitamin K now has a crucial role to prevent calcium plaque buildup in your artery. You see, calcium needs to get into your bone, not in the artery. But sometimes it falls over. And especially if you have high cholesterol, it gets trapped. And it produces what is called a plaque buildup. And as more is coming around, it sticks, and then it begins to occlude. That means it begins to block your artery. And so the space for the blood to flow, your blood cells to pass through, and so forth becomes narrower and narrower. All right? That begins to give you problem, because it means that less oxygen is getting to your cell, more carbon dioxide is remaining in your cell, and less nutrients is getting to your cell. So less good stuff and more bad stuff is remaining in the cell and remaining in the artery. And that gives rise to inflammation. That gives rise to ischemic heart conditions, angina, heart attack, stroke, congestive heart failure, sinus rhythm, irregular heartbeats, a whole heap of cardiovascular issues as a result of this plaque buildup in your artery. All right. So vitamin D and vitamin K is important to helping us in this regard. How much is vitamin D for the member? Just $8.50. We have it for our member. Other places you can get it, much higher cost. All right. So you can see that LiveGood is living up to its mantra of keeping the price down and giving you the very best product. Ultra magnesium complex. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, right? From your muscle, your nerve, energy, to your body's reaction, enzyme reactions, and so forth. Magnesium is important. Without the magnesium, this chemical reaction does not take place adequately. And so that leads to problems such as heart problems, difficulty in sleeping and concentrate and staying focused, difficulty in managing stress, right? Loss of bone density. We just talked about vitamin D. Magnesium is also important because calcium and magnesium has a ratio of 2:1 in our body. And if there is too much calcium to magnesium, there's a problem. I'll show you and I'll tell you the problem just in the next slide. All right. So you need to, and even when you're buying your calcium from the stores, it's a good thing to buy a calcium magnesium mix. And even more so if it has vitamin D. But you don't have to go to the store to get it. You can get it right here in LiveGood because it's formulated with that in mind. All right. Our magnesium is made with magnesium salt, not any magnesium. It is made with the magnesium salt glycinate and gluconate. And these are the most bioavailable salt of the magnesium. That is very important if you really want to get the very best magnesium. Yeah. Yes. So I'll just answer the question someone's asking. Yes. So magnesium is very, very important. Now, magnesium glycinate helps relieve anxiety. It promotes bone strength. We talked about the bone just now. It maintains a good heart rhythm. So your heart is not beating faster or slower. It's beating adequately. It also manages blood sugar, the blood sugar in persons with diabetes. So if you have diabetes, magnesium is a good thing to add to your diet, all right? Persons who are into exercise and so forth, that's everybody. It amplifies your exercise performance and also it reduces pain, all right? Magnesium gluconate supports your physiological cell function as your nerve, your bones, your muscle, and your heart are also helped with magnesium gluconate. So magnesium is very, very important. Here's another thing that magnesium is important for: sleep support. Now, it actually works. It actually works. Take my word for it. You have problems sleeping, it helps reduce stress. We've talked about that. And also helps you sleep. Natural mineral. Nothing like Xanax, nothing of that sort. We are talking about natural minerals that you can have to help improve your sleep. All right. My sister-in-law is the one I usually reference. She came to me a week ago. She said, "You see that magnesium thing? I think I will stop it. I think that is making me sleep too much." She said that. She said she actually goes to sleep at 8 o'clock now in the night. That's not a bad thing, but sometimes I guess you have some extra work you want to do in the night, and then you feel sleepy very early. All right, because it actually works. So that's a testament that it actually works. So get your magnesium for just $8.95 here at LiveGood, and you are doing well for yourself. Super Red tells you what it is. Super Red, you can see these things here. These the pomegranate, and you can see the red berries and so forth, the cherries, the beetroots, right? Super Red is if you're suffering from high blood pressure, you need to get Super Red into your diet, right? And by using Super Red, I can guarantee you that your pressure will go down. Obviously, that's not the only thing you do. You don't want to be doing the bad things, staying up late, and not having enough sleep and so forth, drinking alcohol and this kind of thing. You don't want to be doing these things and just popping in some, Super Red. What we're saying is that you control your diet, you do the best as you can, and you add the other stuff that will help you tip it up and get you better. So if you want to have the best heart health, you need to have a diet rich in red fruits and vegetables, right? Unfortunately, most of us are not getting enough red fruits and vegetables because, for one, the price is just exorbitant. A little bit of grapes is just so much. It's not like in Canada where Marva gets it very, very cheap. Down here in the Caribbean, they charge us, I guess, for the freighting, the import duty, the VATs and everything else that is put on it. And so we have to spend a lot to get it. All right, but Super Red actually has made it available for us. Here's what: all of these nice red fruits that you're seeing here and a lot more are grounded into a powder, and they're put in this bottle where you can use. You have a 30-day dosage, right? And you can get it for only $18 here with LiveGood. All right, only $18. How does it work? The products, the ingredients of LiveGood helps improve the concentration of a chemical in your body called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the vasodilator. It's a vasodilator. That is, it opens up all of your artery, all of your veins, all of your capillaries. It literally opens it up to allow blood to flow, to allow waste to be removed, and to allow oxygen to get to the cell. All right? And so every blockage basically that is in your system, it removes that because it opens up the artery to allow proper infusion, all right, of blood. The thing is, as we grow, as we age, we produce less nitric oxide. As a matter of fact, by the time you age 50, you are producing half of what you were producing when you were in the 20s. So that the children in the 20s, you see them eating bad, they're eating the fast food and so forth. Yes, they are causing some problems, but they seem to get away with it because the nitric oxide is being produced naturally as they're young. But you as adults start eating as bad as they are, and you will see what would happen to you. You know, you don't want to do that. The salt, the intake, the caffeine intake, and so a lot of these things you want to start reducing because, or maybe eliminating altogether because your body is not producing nitric oxide as it once used to produce. And so because of that, the pressure in your system increases. The pressure, right? Your peripheral resistance and so forth, that's it increased. And so you get your pressure rising, and that leads to high blood pressure, and that leads to kidney problems, eye problems, circulation problems, just name it, right? Nitric oxide, as it increases in your system by the super red products, it helps increase the concentration of nitric oxide. Your body now, with nitric oxide, if you can follow with me a little, nitric oxide it has a positive effect on an enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. All right, that guanylyl cyclase now helps converts GTP. All right, and GTP is guanosine triphosphate. That's chemical in your body that is produced, and it converts it to guanylyl monophosphate, which is the active ingredient that helps reduce the contraction in your veins. As this contraction is reduced, it leads to relaxation, right? You see here, relaxation. That relaxation is what opens up your system and allows to reduce the pressure in your system. Now, whenever you have enough nitric oxide, it will cause relaxation in your whole body, not just your heart, but every organ that needs a lot of blood. So your brain will receive more blood, more oxygen, more nutrients. It will function better. Your memory will increase, and so forth. But it also helps for men. We know also that it helps a special organ as well, right? So that will improve, and so your sex life will improve as well in that regard, right? So super red is very important for us. It's something, it is part of the essential pack on the LiveGood because it is just so important. All right, we're talking about the barley root, beetroots, we're talking about hawthorn, aronia, fruit berry, spinach, pomegranate, the grape seed. I mean, just name it, all of it is there. And it is dairy free, it is gluten free, it is ketone free. I mean, just name it, vegan, organic, everything that you hope for, it is right there for just $18 US, right? There are other red juice out there, there are other beetroots out there, they're doing well, but the price is very, very different. Organifi red juice, $69.99, $70. Super beets, $39.95, $40. Ours, that has more hawthorn berry, it has organic super beets as opposed to super beets that's not even organic, and it has all of these things I've just mentioned, but just for $18. So you can see the very, very bad. So we are allowing persons to get better because they do not have to spend a fortune to do it. All right, that is the advantage of our products here in LiveGood. Super Green is a partner to Super Red. A friend of mine told me that I'm ordering today. My mom, I said, what is she ordering? She said, boy, she mentioned everything for me. She said she wants the Super Green, she wants the Super Red, she wants the Factor 4. I said, I laughed. I said, well, that's good. She wants to stock up. She wants to get better. That's good. The price is healthy. It won't burst your pocket, and you can get all of these things in your cabinet, so you can have on a daily basis. Super Green, immune protection, energy and recovery, stress support, digestive support, and that's sometimes a serious problem for many persons. But also with the moringa Also, with the aloe vera inside there, it is also a detox. So when we're talking about the greens, we all know that the greens is very good. Sometimes you just can't afford it because, you know, sometimes you can't get the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, and so forth. Here it is in super green. And let me just indicate to you, super green, super red, and these things, they are grounded into powder, dried and grounded. It has no preservative. So we're not talking about anything that, when we talk about pure organic stuff, this is it. Nothing is added to it to preserve it. Just being dried and powdered is the preservative, right? You will see a little silica gel in there that is to keep the moisture out, but there is nothing else but that, the pure stuff that you have here. And this is good. This is really, really good. Super green it's very good for your immune. It also supports your microbiomes. And so you're talking about your gut, the viruses and the fungus and the bacteria that actually work symbiotically with us. In other words, they help us in producing sometimes vitamins, food digestion. They help us with stress and mental health and so forth. These are designed to live on us and to help us out. When you take super green, you're actually feeding them, and so they are growing while the bad bacteria, the yeast bacteria, fungus, and so forth are being kept at bay. You understand? So we are talking about something that's very good for your diet. When it comes, we have complete plant-based protein. I love this one. I really, really do. As a vegan, that one falls right down my alley. I love it. It's for $22. For the retail, it's $34. Still very much better than than the ones out there. But we're talking about protein that is made directly from the plants, or that is received directly from the plants, and they are biodigestible. It is impregnated with an additional 26 vitamins and minerals. So it's not a complete food in that it's mainly protein and vitamins. It doesn't have the fat and the carbohydrates and so forth, the other things that you need. But it is still very, very, very good. Essential amino acid and so forth. If you want an alternative to meat, that is it. All right. When you look at the orders out there, Truvani has a plant-based protein, very nice, but $60. Ours is $22. Total vegan, $62.95, $22. So you can imagine you can buy 3 of that for almost for one of that. You understand? So you're doing much better in terms of keeping money in your pocket and getting the same results. Essential amino acid, let me tell you, I had a tough day today, really, really tough day. And I got home really tired. And I was preparing for the lecture, and I thought of 2 things. Should I have my ultra magnesium to take a short snooze just to fall a little, get a quick sleep and then maybe get up refreshed? Or should I take my essential amino? I told my wife that, and she said, you should take the essential aminos. I said, that's a good choice. As a matter of fact, I've already taken it. So if you see I'm awake now, it's because of essential amino. It works right away. It works right away. It promotes energy and focus, boosts stamina and recovery, support muscle and function. It actually works. It's the punch that you need when you're feeling fatigue, when you're feeling down, when you have worked hard, the brain is getting tired and so forth. You need a little essential amino acid. That is protein in its basis form. That it's ready for use. It doesn't have to be broken down any further, and you're getting all the essential amino acid in here. Really, really good stuff. All right. Factor 4. That's one most persons talk about. All right. Factor 4 is the first and only inflammation management supplement formulated with 4 of the world's best and most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients. All right. It was developed by one of the world's leading immunologists, the top one, right? Dr. Heather Waltz, and it contains fish oil that has that's where you get the purest source of the omega-3. It also has, as you get in your cod liver oil and so forth, omega-3, right? It also has turmeric and garlic. We all know that it's powerful antioxidant. You want to have this in anything household that you're making to treat your cold or anything. You want to have garlic and turmeric in there, and CoQ10. So with these 4 powerful ingredients, you are actually helping you to control and even sometimes to reverse your inflammation. Now, why is that important? chronic inflammation disease, chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world, right? 50% of all deaths are directly is attributed to inflammation. In inflammatory disease, we're talking about heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, kidney, arthritis, liver disease. All of these are inflammation driven. So when you take your factor 4, you are controlling and even reversing the inflammation in your system. Now, we're not saying that if you take one factor 4 is going to cure all your problems. Inflammation is a big thing, and it has been simmering and maturing for all of these years in your body. Now you're feeling the effects because your body have a way of compensating. So when eventually you begin to feel the pain, that we're talking about sometimes damage that is sometimes 70% of your heart is already damaged by the time you begin to get at the angina because your body try to compensate. So when you're starting to take the factor 4 and you take some and you don't see immediate result, you say, well, it doesn't work. No, it's actually working, but it has a long way to go, right? And I remember Dr. Campbell would say, give yourself a 90-day trial. The first month, it will take to unblock and start to remove stuff and put things back in place and so forth. You may not altogether feel the best results, but you take it for the second month and you begin to see the result. By the time, and some persons even work faster than that. Some persons within the first bottle of taking it, the first month, they're already feeling better. The pain is going, the joint pain is going away, and the circulation is improving, and they can feel strength, they can feel the body is changing, and they can feel some results, and that's good. Be positive about the product. No, because you're taking a product that does not have side effects. It does not have adverse effects. So it's okay. You can take it. You may need sometimes to increase the dosage. If the normal dosage is just 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. But if you have been suffering from inflammation, you can feel the joint pains and so forth, you probably want to increase the dose. You can take up to 8. That's the maximum. You can take 6, you can take 4, right? So you want to increase it just to get you to try to work fast and get better results. But ultimately, it works, right? And persons are actually talking about it. Persons who couldn't use their hands, couldn't open it because the arthritis was setting in, they are now doing that. Persons who the knees were hurting are now literally jogging. So it actually works, and so you want to try that one as well. Organic coffee, those persons who drink coffee, you can have one that is healthy, that helps with your mental clarity. It even helps with weight loss. It has mushrooms. A friend of mine is using it now. He tell me it sends you to the washroom often. It helps remove the excess fluid in your body and so forth. So this is actually working. It's functional because it is designed for that purpose. All right. So you want to try this one. CBD. The CBD, a lot of persons talking about it. That hemp plant now is a miracle cure. It has always have the good effect, but it also have some, the THCs in there that it has been used if you ask me for the wrong purposes. But if now persons are understanding the benefit of it and getting the medicine out of it, extracted, I think that's the best way it can be used and should be used. Let me tell you something. Everything that is smoked is bad. It doesn't matter if it's green grass, banana leaves, paper, does not matter. If you're smoking it, you're gonna get damage to your lungs. And that's across the board. If you think that there is good benefit out of a plant, make some tea with it. All right? But do not smoke it, please. I'm seeing too many cases. Just last week, Friday, one of our patients, COPD, guys younger than myself, dead, all right? And as soon as one goes, there are 2 more replaces them on the bed. And they're always on that oxygen tank. They always want that inhaler every single day. You see them, and it's terrible what COPD is doing to our young people. All right? So please stop the smoking. Cigarette, marijuana, hemp, stop the smoking. All right? It's just not good. And if you don't have that and you start using banana leaves, that's bad too, right? Any debris that is coming into that lung does not go out. It stays there and inflammation is being built on it. And then you get the chronic bronchitis, then you get the emphysema. God, air sacs are bad, cannot be reversed, all right? Cannot be reversed, so just avoid it. But get your CBD, get it on your tongue, and let it get into your bloodstream. That's where it needs to get, not through your lungs. All right. Yeah, so that's aside. That's my medical advice aside. All right. So our CBD is 750 milligrams, just $18. We have it. Retail $28. There is, and it's good for depression. It's good for seizure. It is good for even Parkinson's disease, right? Cancer and anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, inflammation and pain. Very, very good stuff. And they're discovering a lot more out of it right now. There's the 1,500 milligram preparation as well that we have for just $26. There is even one for pet, 300 milligram for your pet, to help them also have a wonderful, their brain function is doing well, removing all kind of pain and inflammation that they have and so forth. Now, when you compare our price, $18, $750 to Green Rose. Green Rose has 550 milligrams CBD, and theirs is a whopping $90. Ours have 750 pure CBD oil. That is 200 milligrams more, and yet ours is 1/5 of the price, right? And if anybody have not heard about it, you need to tell them about it. Come and see for yourself, and you will know. We are recording this. Share it with them. Tell them, listen, just for your own. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, but listen and see if it makes sense. Is there information that will help you in your lifestyle, in your health, in your diet? If it makes sense, then act upon it. All right? And that's what we tell persons. We are not forcing anything down anybody's throat, but we're saying, come and hear, come and listen for yourself. Do your research. After you've heard this thing, go online. Not every place online, not every place that actually tells you the right thing. But go into a reputable site, and you can confirm for yourself what we are saying is actually true. All right? If you care about your skin, there is Instant Youth. To remove the appearance of wrinkles on the bags under your eye, and listen to me, that's the one that it happens within 90 seconds. It happens within 2 minutes, and you can see your face looking younger. You want to enter into that meeting, you're a little nervous, and so forth. You want to look good. Instead, the ladies take an hour to put on all of their makeup. Well, this happens in 2 minutes. All right, so take your bet. It actually works, and it's natural product that actually works. Actually, I bought it to see if it was actually working. I didn't use it tonight, but it actually works. Ageless is one I love because Ageless actually has collagen, or it helps your body produce collagen. Collagen is what is in our skin. 75% of our skin is made of collagen. Now, when we're young, we have 75%. As we begin to age, we stop producing collagen. So basically, you start to deteriorate. Every year, you're losing some, you're losing some. Every time your age go up, you're losing collagen. And so you begin to get older and older and older. You look older sometimes. The wrinkles are appearing, the bags are appearing, the lines are appearing on your face. And it is because of collagen not being produced, and you begin to lose. So what if you can infuse your body with collagen? What if you can, facilitate it to continue to produce longer than it has stopped, or it is stopping, and you want to give it the boost to continue to produce collagen? Well, guess what? Your skin will continue to look smooth and plump and radiant. You will literally control or even stop the aging process, kind of slow it down, and you look better. You look better, you feel better. When you look, why you think the ladies are spending so much time in the mirror? They want to look good and make them feel good. Looking good, feeling good, it gives you a positive aspect on life, and then you're more productive that way. You're happier with yourself. It have a positive spin over. So that all of these are good. All made from natural products, all made from energy products that is natural oxidant, packed with antioxidants, getting rid of the the oxidative stress, getting rid of the germs that are, you know, that's causing you to itch and so forth. You know, that's it, and it just makes you look younger. And along with that, and just for $14.95, we have the collagen peptide itself. That's a little more concentrated with collagen, and that is very good to slow down the skin aging. It improves your lean muscle mass. It strengthens your muscle. It removes the sag and the muscle of your skin, the muscle and the strength of your bones. It improves that. You increase in your mobility, your ligaments and your tendons. You know, get healthy again, because all of these are made with collagen. And as we age, your body stop producing it, and so you begin to get older and more fragile. But as you put in collagen back into your system, it gets you stronger and healthier again. So this is what it's there. I think that's the most expensive of our products. It's $27.95. That's the most expensive. You just saw Green Rose for $90. We have nothing in our line. I'm talking to the member. The retail is a little higher, but the member, there's nothing I think that is $30 in our inventory. All right. There is the CBD pain relief cream. As we talk about the CBD and its ability to relieve pain, there is a cream that you can get that is made to rub on, right? With all of the other stuff like the menthol and the comfort and the peppermint and the wintergreen and all of these things are combined with the CBD. It should work. I think the science says that it should work. I've never used it. I can't import it into my country because they still have a ban on CBD down here. Unfortunately, I can't benefit from it yet, but it is something I'm looking forward to. There are two patches that they have now, a sleep patch and an energy and focus patch. So you're talking about a daytime patch and a nighttime patch. They both work for about 8 hours. The daytime improves your energy. It gives you a positive mood. It helps improve your focus and so forth. And the night one gives you a restful sleep, all right? And it works, and you wake up feeling refreshed in the morning. It works for 8 hours, and you know, and it is something you want to put it on the palm of the places of your skin where there is no hair. So we're talking about maybe the inner part of your wrist, your ankle, your shoulder blade. You know, this kind of area where there is not interfered with your hair, and so it can enter into your skin. They are all made from plants, botanical extract, right? And they have studied the ones that are helpful in relaxing the mind, the chamomile, the soursop, and these kind of things that we know for ourselves. Well, they put it together in these patches, and it actually works. If you want everything that we've talked about here, you can get it for $319.95, $320, right? If you want just the ones without the CBD, because there are some countries that don't allow it to be transported, you can get it for $230, right? And if you just want some packs, but not everything, the Daily Essential Pack with your vitamins, your vitamin D, your ultra magnesium, you can get that for $27.40. If you want the Lean Body Pack, where you're concerned about losing your weight and so forth, you have it here, the aminos, you have it with the protein, you have, you know, and so forth. You can add the coffee if you're using coffee, you know, so you can get all of these pack, Ultimate Wellness Pack, and it tell you what's inside of it and how much it's going to cost. The Energy Booster Pack, you know, that kind of thing if you're an athlete. And you can also get some accessories. You know, you have your t-shirt like the one I have, you have your cap, you know, so when you walk in, you make a statement. Persons want to know what's LiveGood, you know, and then you get an opportunity to tell them about it. You have the shaker bottle, you have this the tank tops, you know, that for the ladies, you know, so you can get these accessories to make a statement, right, and to advertise your business. You know, persons see it, they're like, wow, that's nice. What's that? What's LiveGood? Wow, that's your opportunity. That's your opportunity to talk about. All right, so having seen all of the products that we have and seen how it can benefit you, I'm sure that you're excited. But here is something else that we have. We are saying not only are we focused on your health, but we are also going to give you something to help help with the high costs of food, the inflation, the economy, you know, and so forth. If LiveGood has an opportunity to give you money back, why won't you take it? How do you get that? Well, you have to register with LiveGood. You have to register and become a member, an affiliate member. The affiliate cost is $40 one time. Never have to do that again. Whenever you pay it once, that's it. You're an affiliate for life. But that affiliation with LiveGood gives you benefits. It puts you in a place, a potential for getting money back. All right, and I'll explain to you what the money you can get back. And so after you become an affiliate by paying the $40, now you maintain your membership with just $9.95. So you've paid the $40, you don't have to pay that anymore. But the $9.95 is a monthly. That's the only obligation you have with LiveGood, $9.95. But here is what happens with the $9.95. So ultimately, so you pay $49.95 to become an affiliate member of LiveGood. Now, most companies, when you start off, you have to pay $100, $200, $300. Even the one product is more than that, $150 and above. All right. LiveGood is saying you can become an affiliate with LiveGood, have all of the products that we just mentioned at a discounted price, and most of the discount is more than $10. Right? So that if just buying one, let's say you love the product that you saw and you want to buy your Super Red, but because you're not a member of LiveGood, you'll have to pay $30 for it. As a member, you get it for $18. What did you do to get it for $18? Well, you became a member, and then you have that, you never have to pay that again. And the $9.95 that you spend for the month, you actually saved it because you saved $12 as a member for buying the LiveGood, for buying the Super Red. But you had to pay $9.95 for that. So you saved $2. Not much, but at least you saved. But if you also wanted to buy a Super Green, you save another $12. So that's $14 you have saved, right? And you wanted to buy your Factor 4, and you don't have to buy all one time. You have the entire month coverage. So anytime in the month you want to buy, you're still getting all your discount. If next month you still want to continue with your Factor 4 and so forth, and you pay your $9.95, all of that helps you save. A dollar saved is a dollar earned. All right. Now that's one. Saving is important. It's good. As a member, you get privileges. But there's another way that you can become part of LiveGood by paying the yearly fee for 12-month coverage, a 10-month payment, 12-month coverage. You spend $140, $139.95, and you are covered for entire 12 months. You actually paid for 10 months, but you get 2 months free. So that's even a better way of becoming a part of LiveGood. Now here's what. Beyond the savings, you're also given a website with your digital where you can do all your transaction, you can do your shopping, you can get your information, your product history, you can track your products. I mean, all of that. It's your own business. You can also, when you add in members, you can see your matrix. You can go to your website and see and get your website that you need to share with the members, so that other persons will join with you. You can get statistics, your earning, they pay you for that's your online ledger, right? So that's number one. The second website that you get is, and that is given in your name. You get this Powerline landing page. That is Powerline landing page is a 5-minute video that tells you basically everything in a synopsis of what LiveGood is about. It's an advertising tool. You don't have to be doing the advertising. You give that link to somebody and say, have a look at that and tell me what you think about it. In 5 minutes, they get pretty much everything what LiveGood is all about. The saving, the compensation plan, the membership, the why LiveGood came into existence, all of that. And that is what most persons are using to advertise themselves. When somebody gets it, it will tell you at the end of the video, reserve your position today. You sign up your name and your first name, your last name, and your email. That's all. As long as you do that, an email is sent to you on that same email that you provide with further information of how to become a member, right? So that's the tool that you use to do your advertising. Otherwise, you can get the link that we are having as I'm doing the presentation, get your member onto this presentation, have them to hear the presentation for themselves. I go into more details with regards to the products, and so forth. Then you will see on the 5-minute video but it is the way that you do it. You don't have to be doing much of the talking. Just introduce persons to it, and whenever they see it, you cannot unsee it, right? They might not want to join the first time, but it looks interesting. Somebody tell you it looks interesting, they're under conviction. And so you want to say, okay, well, I will. We have another meeting tomorrow night. I will send it to you again, and for you to have a second look, and maybe you should invite somebody else to have a second opinion, right? All of that is just coaxing the person to see the benefit and not procrastinate, right? There is also a retail site that you are given with your affiliation. That retail site allows you to have an online business named LiveGood, right? And all of the products can be sold on your website. It's like your Amazon. You are in charge, right? And when persons see the product, they read up on it, they put it into their cart and they purchase it. LiveGood, the company, compensates you. Every product that is sold, it's documented. And at the end of the month, the profit is shared with you. All right. So basically, you have an online business, and all you have to do to maintain your online business is to pay $9.95. You don't have to pay for cybersecurity. You don't have to pay for overheads. You don't have to pay for having staff to run your company. You don't have to pay for light, electricity, and anything of that sort, security at your place, alarms and anything of that sort, transportation, dealing with online bank, when the person makes the order to meet the order. Here's what, you have an online business, and all you pay for it is $9.95 per month, right? And you can make as much sales on it as long as you can promote it. You can put it on your Facebook, your friends. You can put it on your WhatsApp and say, here is that. If you're looking for good products, if you're looking for good supplements, have a look at this. Send that link to that person. They see it excited. They purchase it, and whatever profit is shared with you, that is a great business to be in, right? You can be making business whilst you are asleep. You put it on your Facebook, somebody sees it. Listen to me. You put it on your YouTube, and you publish it. Person see it and they go buying. You never know at the end of the month how much money coming your way, because the computer registers it. And as long as it's sold from your website, then you are in business. Now, as I said earlier on, LiveGood not only give discounts, not only give good products, but they also have a compensation plan. In other words, they can give money back to you for your involvement and investment and your work with the company. As you promote the company and you bring in new members, LiveGood actually pays you off for it. Now, you will go to you may go to a restaurant and you enjoy the food. You come home and you tell your friend, wow, that food is so good at so and so. Guess what the friend does? They go around and they go and have a sample of the food as well. And if it's good, they tell their friends as well. And pretty soon you're making business. You're drawing persons to the business. Meals are being sold. But hardly any business gives you any compensation for that. They may have a little survey asking you, how did you get to know about us? But they don't call the person and say, here, because you brought 5 persons through your influence to our company and we sold 10 extra plates, then here's some money for that. Hardly any business do that. I don't think any. But LiveGood is saying, if you bring 1 person more into that company, you're going to get half of the enrollment. All right? Firstly, the weekly quick bonus. The weekly quick bonus, all right, is the very first way you can make money. It's called Fast Start Weekly Commission. Every person that is a member of LiveGood, if you bring in 1 person, or through your influence, your 1 person join, you provide a link, and they watch the video, the 5-minute video, they sign up. As they come into the company with $50, $49.95. LiveGood splits that in half and gives you 25 and gives the person and keeps 25. So the $50 that is brought into LiveGood, they share it with you who brought that person in. Now imagine you brought in Imagine you bring in 10 persons. Let's say for the month, you brought in 10 persons for the month. You would have made 10 by 25. That is $250. Right? That's just imagine. Now, as you rank up, you bring in 2 persons, you become a bronze member. You bring in 10 persons, you become a silver. You know, that kind of idea. Gold is 30 persons and so forth. Right? As you rank up, you're advancing, you bring in people. As long as you become a bronze member, you open a second generation of compensation. You will not get the 50%. The 50% would be to the person that brought the person in. But if that individual, let me use names. If I brought in Sophie, I would get $25. Now Sophie brings in Jeff. Sophie will get $25 from Jeff because he brought in 50 and the company is giving him 25. But because he's a second generation to me, I will still get 10% from what? So the company basically gives Sophie 25 and gives me 5. So basically out of the 50, the company gives back $30 already. And they only kept 20. And if the persons who are in the silver, they get 4 generations. So they get a 5%. And they get a 5% on the 4th level. And that way, that $50 ultimately is being shared. And the company pretty much not keeping anything. They're sharing it back with the members. All those who are helping them grow, they are sharing it back with them. All right? So that's a very fast, and that happens every week, every Thursday. By Friday morning, you would see, if you sign up anybody during that week, by Friday morning, you will see in your back office your $25 is there, right? There is the matrix that you can use, the matrix that is developed, and the matrix works like this. As you bring in persons, the company gives you 2 positions directly under you, one on your right and one on your left. As that first 2 is filled, but you brought in 6 persons. You have 6 persons. Then it helps that next person, the 3rd person, goes under one of the first person that you brought. So you actually helping him in his matrix as well, fill up his matrix. And then if you have a 4th person, it will go to the next person. If you have 2 more, it will fill up. So even before your first direct begins to work, he's already getting you spill over from you. So you're building your team. Now, when he begins to work, he also helps his team as well. So everyone is helping. It's the teamwork makes the dream work, right? And so that is how the matrix works. The matrix is being filled. As your team is working, they're bringing in 1 person, that one bringing 1, and you fill in 1 for them. And all of these persons that fall under you becomes your team. Here's what the company does. It gives 2.5% for every person that falls under you. Now, 2.5% of $10 is not much. It's only 25 cents. But it actually multiplies. It adds up. At the beginning, you have 2 persons, you would get 50 cents. Not much. But by the time your second line is filled, you have 6 persons in there, you're getting 150. Still not much. But as you start to grow, and LiveGood is not a fast start, overnight get rich scheme. No, it is slowly, methodically building your business and setting yourself up. A year, 2 years down the road, you're setting yourself up for residual income. As your team begins to build, your people are working, they themselves want to build their team, it's actually falling, and pretty soon you have maybe 500 persons in your team. If 500 persons in your team, that 25 cents adds up to $127 or $25, right? If you have 1,000 persons in your team, and persons now, I mean, we're talking about a team, LiveGood now is 750,000 people strong. There are teams that are over 1,000, 2,000, 20,000 persons already, right? And they are making good money. So this is a second way that you can get compensation with LiveGood. The third way is the matching bonus. Now, this one is very interesting because as you saw a while ago, you bring in somebody and they themselves building their team is being part of your team as well. So that whole thing is being built. But if your direct makes $100 for the month in their team, well, the company would pay you half of that $100 as well. so they'll pay you $50. If you brought in 5 referrals and each of them made $100, then you will get 5 by 50, half of what they make you get. Now that is beside your own matrix. You get your own matrix, but because you brought in people, the company saying, we are not just giving you this thing for a one-time thing, we are giving you this thing for life, right? Your effort is being multiplied. And that's why it's good to share this. Don't keep it to yourself and just buy product. Share it with other people because you are setting yourself up to get residual income. All right. And as you rank up, your percentage actually goes up. So everybody starts with your 50%. All right. In the matrix, they will get half of it, but as they rank up, silver gets an additional 10%. And gold gets an additional 5% on that. So you see that by the time you get to diamond, you're getting 73% of what your direct got, right? And you can get it for your second generation, your third generation. In other words, not just your direct, but you get it for the second person that came on that first person that you brought, and so forth and so forth. Now you get diamond, you get it five generations deep. All right. So that is what that's talking about. So there's the retail commission. I told you about getting that retail website. That is your business or your LiveGood business online. As you sell the product or a product is bought, you can be sleeping or you don't even know if the person made a purchase, but somebody saw your site on Facebook, they saw it on YouTube, they saw it on WhatsApp, whatever, on Telegram, wherever. And they click on it, they saw the product, they love the product. They make a purchase. Supposing they made a purchase of the Super Red, they would because they are not a member, they would get the Super Red for $29.95, roughly $30. So LiveGood made a profit of $12 because had they sold it for a member, it would be $18, but because it's a non-member, it's $30. So that's $12 difference. That $12 is profit for LiveGood, the company. They take that $12 and they split it half and half. They give you 6 and they keep 6. Right? That's for the unranked member. If you are a bronze member, that is, you have 2 persons you have signed up, you get not just 50%, but you get an additional 10%. So you get 60% of the profit. If you become a silver, you get 70% of the profit. You see, it's growing, right? And a gold gets 75, and by the time you get to diamond, you're getting 80% of all profit that is made from your website. 80%, that's good, right? There's the influencer bonus. With that 50% that you're getting, or 60 or 80%, if you are an influencer, that is, you're making a lot of sales for LiveGood. You are able to move $2,500 for the month in sales. You are getting commission further. You're getting an additional 10% on the already 50% that everyone was getting. So if you're moving $500,000 worth of product, you're getting another 20%. So you're talking about 70% of all the profit you get. And if you ever get to 50, if you make a big purchase of, not you, but you have your persons are making, or you promoted it so wide, far and wide that a lot of persons bought for that month, and you made $50,000 for the company, then you are given another 50% of your already 50% commission. And now you make an entire profit that is made for that month, you get to keep all of it. All right. So it's just other ways of you making money. That big way, that final way is the way that everybody wants to get is to the diamond. When you get to diamond, you become a shareholder of the company. Right? What happens with the shareholder? 2.2% of all the company's sale for the month is placed in diamond pool. And all the diamonds share equally the amount that is placed in the pool. So when there was one person that became a diamond, he picked up all of the diamond pool. When there was 3 persons, then they had to share it among the 3 of them, right? As more persons become diamond, then more is divided more. But the thing about it is, the difference is, it does not mean just because more persons are becoming diamond, you're getting less. Because the company is making more sales every month. And so the 2% also increase. For example, when the first diamond came into the company, Tim Miller, the 2% represented $25,000, and he picked up all because he was the only diamond. The next month, 3 persons had become diamond, he and 2 more, and so they're supposed to divide it. And you would think that, well, it was divided, 25 divided by 3 is about 8,000 or so, 300 and something dollars. No, it was no longer $25,000 that was the 2%. The 2% was now representing $69,000 because the company had made 3 times more, or even more than that, almost 3 times more sales for that month. And so the diamond pool had gotten bigger. And so the 3 divided it, and all 3 of them came out with $23,000. Not too bad, right? And as the month had gone on, the company is making millions of dollars in sales, and now the diamond pool bonus, the 2%, is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The diamonds are happy because every month they are dividing this thing among themselves, and they're coming out really, really good. All right, so that's the aspiration for most persons. And then there's a crown diamond. 2 persons have become crown diamonds. They're even getting more money. So having said all of that, how do you get your money? If you live in America, you have a US bank account, well, you can get your money transferred directly into your account. That makes it very easy, simple. If you're an international person like me and most of you here, then you can get your money transferred into your global e-wallet. That is, LiveGood has that global e-wallet where you can store your money. You don't have to take it and put it in the bank, and then they start taking $8 every month for keeping it in the bank. Nothing like that. It stays in your e-wallet. No one has access to it but you, and no rent is being paid on it, right? Yeah, you keep it there. However, from the e-wallet, you can transfer it to a bank, through a bank transfer, wire transfer, or you can place it onto your card. It's called a prepaid card. It's a MasterCard. I will show you in the next slide. Or you can also pay it onto your Bitcoin account. All right, whether your Bitcoin or crypto account, I should say. All right. So here's what your MasterCard looks like. It costs you $10 to purchase it. Might take you maybe 6 weeks or so to get it. But when you get it, if you have earnings in your back office, you can direct e-wallet to send it onto your card. And so your card gets all the money. If it's $100, and it gets $100 extra. So you can use that card to shop online, to swipe at a point of sale store, or wherever they have these machines, and you can pay. You can go to a restaurant and buy. Or you can actually not just go to a restaurant, you can go to a hotel, and they ask you for your card number so that you could take the money off it and so forth. That's the way it's done. So because you have money on your card, then you can use it. All right. You can actually go to, if your country allow, go to your ATM with your MasterCard and withdraw the money. All right. And that is a feature that I've read can happen. So you actually can make use of the compensation right there, right? Or you can choose to leave it on so that you can purchase your products. It's already in there. Why take money from my pocket? The next month, I was just going to use from my compensation to purchase my products for the month if I have to. You can use it to pay your monthly subscription, or even help somebody. Maybe you have a friend who would give you the cash because they don't have a Visa or whatever, and give you the cash, and you use that money, the $10 or whatever, and you pay the month for them, and they give you the cash physically. So all of these ways that you can manage your money. You can do it through crypto, or you can do it directly. So all of these ways, and the fact that they're using the MasterCard, that's very significant. Why is it significant? MasterCard is a legitimate company, along with Visa and American Express. These card, they do the due diligence with companies before they get involved on the contracts with these companies. You're not going to get involved with fraudulent company, because they have to keep their reputation and so forth and so forth, right? So MasterCard, having done their due diligence and checking out, they said, LiveGood is a legitimate business. We can make contact with them. We can make contract with them. We can provide a card for them so that the members can actually have ease of doing business, all right? And so this is a good testimony to tell you that this is a legitimate company, all right? Having said so, we want you to now consider being part of LiveGood. I think that we have given enough information for you to say, I want to be on board. And I often tell persons procrastination is the thief of time and success. So beware of it. Don't say, I will do it, maybe next week, maybe the week after, and every week, have a week after, right? And you just keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Get on board, get somebody, the person who invited you, get them to tell them that you're interested. Sign up on the dotted lines. Now, these, you don't have to pay to become, to sign up. It's free to do this, right? Just register your interest, you reserve a position, and you don't have to pay for that. And when you're ready for the week, maybe before the week is over, you want to get the money and send in that $50, you become an affiliate member, and now you've set up yourself not only to get discount, but also potentially to make money back from the company. All right. So that having said all of that, let me just indicate to you a disclaimer. With as any business, each individual's success may vary and is dependent on one's capacity, his business experience, his dedication, motivation, desire for success. So LiveGood does not guarantee that everyone will be successful. What it says that if you put in the performance and the work, you will get a commensurate result. And that's fair, right? If you put in the work, you will get the results. If you sit down and do nothing, I guess nothing will come your way. That's just how business works. Think of you having a business and not investing time, not investing wisdom or whatever in what you're doing, then your business is just going to fall, all right? And so we want your business to succeed. And so we're saying, put in the time, put in the effort, learn as you can. Get onto these presentations, learn about the products, learn about the business, learn about the compensation plan. So if somebody's asking you, you can explain to them a little better every time. All right. And that said, we will end the recording at this point.